Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Lil Bucket, back with the BC Underground Hip Hop Podcast. Today, we got a special guest in the house. You want to introduce yourself, brother? Let everybody know where to get at you on social media.
Hey, it's SamSon here. You can find me on Instagram as SamsonK95. Also, shout out to my cousin, Diamond Gang 95. My cousin Fode, he's out here doing his thing, But yeah, it's an honor to be here with you, man.
Thanks, I appreciate that, dog. I'm going to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, The Gentle Herb. Go to thegentleherb.com, THEGENTLE.com. Type in the discount code Bucket Season, BKTSZN, for 15% off. That's what's up, gang. And
Go get it.
Yeah, let's get right into this. So, SamSon, bro, how'd you get into music?
So, honestly, I got into music when I was younger, because I had these cats that, what the fuck? Oh yeah, sorry. Fucking guys were messaging me. I told them, I said, man, I'm busy right now, so don't hit me up. And what do? They hit me up right now.
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
So anyways, yeah, I remember I was somewhere with a buddy, and he's like, yeah, I got a studio. And I'm like, all right, bet. Let's check it out. So I go through, and they had this little group, Vancouver Island Productions.
Okay.
And they're like, let's hear you spit, because they were they're all white boys. And to have me as a token black guy, they're like, oh yeah, we can sound gangster. We'll have a little 50 Cent.
He can say whatever he wants, right?
Right? They bring me on. I write one track with them. And then some shit happens. We fizzle out, whatever, right? And then after that, I basically picked it up on my own. Said, screw it. I'm going to do it my own way.
You just kind of figured it out like that, eh? So
yeah, I've been evolving over the years. Went from basically doing it at my house with a little mic to doing it garage band styles to finally now I'm like, screw it, these guys I'm gonna pay to do it.
And shit, eh?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
You outsource all of your mixing, all of your producing. You don't make any of your own beats?
Nope.
No, eh?
Speaking of which, shout out to Justin Conder, Rich City Records. Shout out to Lil Zay, Isaiah Houston with Baby Fresh Productions. Shout out John Miller, Fresh Smoke. Those are the top 3 producers that I've been working with lately. And Slim Inc. too, him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Those are dope. Fucking big shout outs, bro. So,
yeah,
your cousin Blood Diamond here, he tell me his story. What's up with this guy? I just saw some posts about him in front of a bunch of cars, big house, fucking boasting. What's the story here?
Straight up, this guy's okay, so this guy's ignorant as heck, right? This is a guy that he listens to hip hop trap music from the States. He came from he's born in Sierra Leone, Freetown. He's straight born in Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
So is he an immigrant or is he?
Yeah, he's an immigrant.
No, he ain't a citizen, eh?
Yeah, he's got a citizenship, and actually, the fucked up thing is, thanks to Trudeau, he's gotten a citizenship as a Canadian citizen.
Well, yeah, because I guess you would think if he wasn't, he wouldn't have gone to jail. They would have deported his ass, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so the thing is, fucking now when I joke around and I say thanks Trudeau, so my cousin was doing really good in the community. He fucked up. He caught 2 armed robbery cases, right? And then he starts doing really good in the community. He was doing legit, working full time, all this stuff. And then fucking he was hoping to beat this, but because Justin Trudeau never got rid of those mandatory minimums for having firearms, the charges stood. So he ended up sitting away for what was it? Something, I think it was only 6 months or something. He got day parole right away. Yeah. Second he got sentenced, applied for day parole. He was in there, got day parole, came home. Now he's at like a halfway house, and thanks to Trudeau, his rent is paid for until next April.
Crazy.
Yeah, his rent's paid for, his food's paid for, everything. So he has money to spend on that shit.
Okay. So
So when
he's
he
just
says,
kind of balling out.
yeah, and it's because like taxpayers like you and I are paying for this fuck to be able to sit around for free and work and keep that cash. Like,
And just act like a baller, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that works out for him.
I don't
How
know.
how
I
long has
wish
he
him the
been
best.
making music, yo?
He's honestly only been making music for like 2 years.
2 years, eh?
Yeah, 3.
And has he been rapping longer, or do you know? Because you know your family with the guy. Has he been rapping since he was like a little kid? Or
No,
is it just something he picked up when he saw you doing it?
that's exactly it. He saw me
Yeah,
doing it and he picked it up, and he saw some videos like Young Thug. He saw these guys like Gucci Mane.
all these are his
Uh,
inspirations, eh?
yeah, like all the trap niggas. He loves that
Kevin
shit.
Gates type of shit. Some fucking
Yeah.
okay. So explain his style. Does he rap like T Grizzly? Is he like all about like this is what I do? Here's my gun. It's in my shoe. Like fucking tells you exactly everything's hiding. Like what kind of style is he at?
He's a little bit of that. Also, he's mixed with the okay. So, like I said, he's from Sierra Leone, right?
Right.
Like
So I
the
expect
guys.
bravado.
Hmm?
I expect bravado, some braggadocious shit.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that he talks about is like, or like the what he has to back him is I don't know if you've seen anything about the Rebel United Front (RUF).
No, no.
Have you seen that movie Blood Diamond?
Actually, I did not watch that show.
If you get the chance after this interview, go and check that out.
I will.
Um, we were talking about it one day, and he actually watched a guy in the streets of Sierra Leone get his heads blown out, and nobody did a thing.
Damn, that's
Like,
fucking rough.
right?
That's some pretty heavy shit, bro.
Like, he was growing up watching women have their breasts chopped off, so that they couldn't breastfeed and continue to feed other people, like young kids.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you were anything against the government, they would chop your voting hand off, so you couldn't vote against the government.
Yikes. That sounds
So
pretty fucking tense, bro.
so Fode talks about that stuff, kind of like that's where his mentality comes from. Is like, yo, you fuck with me, and I'll chop your hand off. And I'm
Okay.
like, yo, cuz you gotta chill, man. He's like,
That ain't gonna fly here.
yeah, I'm like, you can't
Fly
do
will be
that
on you
here,
quick.
man. And like, he's like, fuck it, man, I'll just pop him. I'm like, bro, you can't do that, man. You're on parole too. Like, you cannot be doing this. And he's like, yo, man, fuck this shit. Like, what's his name? Justin Trudeau gonna take care of me again. I'm like, bro, you worked your ass off to get out of prison. Don't let these guys fuck with you so you go back to prison.
So where's he located at then? Where's he kind of repping it? What kind of shows is he doing?
So this guy's posted up out in Abbotsford right now. He actually hasn't had any real like opportunities to get shows right now. He's been kind of just riding my wave while I've been doing
Okay.
things. Like because I'm out here like doing shows with Mad Child, Snack. It's dangerous putting those two side by side like that.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Those big names, Prada West, Lil Debbie, Windex,
Okay.
Swollen members. Like I've done a lot of the big shows out there.
Right.
So my cousin is basically riding that wave to come in and be like, yo, I'm Blood Diamond. I'm SamSon's cousin. Check
You know,
me out. Vibe off
when I
that.
heard the name, I kind of had an idea. I was thinking maybe he might be set claiming, like he was like, I'm blood. But now that I've kind of got a little bit of a backstory, I don't think that's the case at all. It's got a lot more to do with
No, he
that
doesn't play
movie, huh?
around with it.
And that situation in Sierra Leone.
Yeah. He doesn't play around with this whole like he's not like, oh, I'm a gang banger or any of that shit. Like, no, man. Like, I come from the streets where guys literally would get their arm chopped off so that they can't fight against the government. I'm not about
Right.
this like playing with pistols and all this other shit. Like, he was, like I said, he was telling me he literally walks out of his front door Sunday morning or something like that, and fucking there's a guy on the street, and like the gorilla, I can't remember what they call him. It's like fuck. Anyway, it's not even like it's just like a bunch of like a group of black people
Okay.
that came together, rise against the government,
So
came
like
to the
the Black
village,
Panther.
and we're like, "Yo, we were recruiting people. If you're down, yeah." Except for they weren't actually doing good things; they were doing bad things. Yeah, these guys come through and literally they pull a like a AK-47 and shoot this guy on the. I actually, you know what? I think I actually have the link to the YouTube video. Somebody caught it online. It was fucked up, man.
Oh man, that's
Yeah, I'm
rough.
gonna have to send that to you
Maybe
so you can see like what I mean.
maybe you should talk to your cousin and tell him to sample some of the audio and then make fucking intro to one of his tracks. Could explain the whole situation.
You know, that's actually a good idea. I'm probably gonna talk to him about that and be like, "Yo, man, like you gotta really tell them what your background is."
Yeah, yeah, big time.
But
So talk to
yeah,
me
my
more.
cousin. Oh, sorry.
Talk to me more about the producers you've worked with personally in the scene here. You've worked with Fresh Smoke, eh? Tell me a little bit about his
Yeah.
producing style. How's he work?
So Fresh Smoke, I like the way he does it. Like I said, I've worked with a couple different producers. Fresh Smoke likes to, without giving away his secrets, he likes to make sure everything's layered and it's done like correct. Uh,
You got hard
as
knocking
well as
808s or like some big snares. What are his like signature instruments, you think?
honestly, I couldn't tell you on that just because he records me.
Yeah, eh?
Right now, Fresh Smoke is just recording. What I can tell you about is Lil Zay Zay with Baby
Baby
Fresh
Fresh.
Productions. Yeah,
You got
and
that
this
tape?
guy, he bangs hard on those 808s.
Yeah, yeah. That's fire.
like
That's
uh
big.
like fucking straight trap, like Bobby Johnson. Remember that? OG Bobby Johnson, like that heavy, just
Okay.
boom 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 boom
Yeah,
boom boom
yeah.
boom 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 boom.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
that's
That's
him.
fire. Now, why do you choose to work locally as opposed to, going on YouTube, finding one of these 100K view YouTube producers with like a young thug style or whatever your uh say, like Tech Nine style beat or whatever you're looking for is. Uh, where, are you opposed to that or do you just prefer going local?
Well, there's two reasons behind it. Like, I'm not opposed to it. Like, if I'm doing a single or I'm doing something just to get kind of like some clout, just to get some recognition, then I might do like a freestyle over one of those beats or something. Uh, but now I prefer to support other local artists
Yeah, yeah.
so that they can get some recognition, so that
Support
they
locals
can
big,
get
bro.
paid,
Support locals big.
right? Like, I'll be honest, before I was about doing that, going and
Yeah,
getting like the 100K YouTube video guys and all that stuff. And then I realized we got some of the best producers sitting in our own backyard.
facts. So, do you buy exclusive? Do you get leases from these guys? Since you've built up kind of a friendship with them, I know you don't want to give away their obvious, specific pricing range they give you, but is it like exclusive or leases? Like, how do you do beats? And if you're leasing with the guys, do they give you like a limit of how long you're allowed to lease it for? And you got to buy another one, which is usually, I think that's what a lease is, or what's the
Yeah,
deal?
so honestly, uh, that's why I would, if there's any other upcoming artists right now that are looking to get some fresh hot beats, uh, go talk to Justin Conder at Rich City Records. That guy will help you out the long way. Like, honestly, if you could pay him for the session and he'll probably just like he's actually, I think he's out east right now or like in Alberta or something like that, but he'll make you the beat and then sell it to you.
Yeah.
Unless it's like something that he really thinks is a banger, then he'll probably do the leasing. Same thing with Lil Zay Zay. Like, if you do the whole studio session with them and get the right package with Baby Fresh Productions, the beat's yours.
Yeah. That's fine. It's a good way to work, man. It's a good way to work.
Right?
Yeah.
Keep your clients happy, and then you get more of them.
So what's next for SamSon? What's big? What's on your agenda?
So it's funny that you mentioned that right now. So my cousin's bringing back him for the last time. Well, there's some other matters that probably he'll get brought up into, but so right now I'm working on an album, and it's gonna be half produced by Baby Fresh, and then the other half is gonna be through Rich City Records, and it's this album is basically just talking about what's going on in the world today. Like I last year I put out a single called Darkness, and it was all talking about mental health issues that we have going on today.
Yeah.
And one of the sneak previews, the name of this song that's coming out on the next album is called Chemo.
Okay.
And that's because like there's an epidemic right now with cancer going on. You
Yeah,
know,
I can
like
imagine it would be about cancer, right? It's not gonna be about some fucking weed, right? Chemo dog or some shit.
yeah, some people think that it's like oh chemo kush or something like that. No,
Exactly.
it's all about like um
That's
so
that's
chemo's
something
gonna
more that I would make for music personally. The bucket, I'd make something chemo and it'd be something simple, something about Kush. I mean, you seem to make more lyrical music. Like just define your sound to me a little bit. What do you try and go for
uh
when you make music?
what I try to go for is and I've actually been called on it sometimes. People say it's not on point. I call it unorthodox. Um I try to find interesting topics to talk about,
Yeah,
as well as when it comes to like my flow, I want some people like, oh man, it's choppy, it's this, it's that. I want something that nobody else has been able to do.
right. Have you heard?
You know,
Well, let's before I ask who you've heard, who are your biggest inspirations?
uh, we got the baby.
Okay,
Now that's like one of the newest the hot newer rappers.
yeah,
Uh, a classic would be, um, I gotta give it up for the white boy Eminem.
okay.
That guy just some of the bars he spits are just fucking stupid, but they're like clean cut and
Kairos hates you.
precise.
Kairos hates you by word.
Uh, and then we also got, I'm trying to think, Dr. Dre. I don't think he really gets enough, like,
Oh, Dr. Dre gets all the
he,
praise, bro. You can't fucking miss me with that shit. Dr. Dre, everybody loves
but
that motherfucker.
yeah, and like the way that his rhyme schemes are, it's just like, it's so clean that it's hard to fuck with.
Yeah, yeah, he's tight. I was thinking, kind of, the way you explain it, it sounds a little similar to MF Doom.
Yeah, I would say that too, yeah. Like I said, some people are like, oh, you should rap like this. And I remember actually in one of my songs, I was like, I kind of like joked about that, and I was like talking about how my flow was off point, and then I like mimicked guys that were like something something. Now I got a flow that sounds so generic, man. And in the background, my ad lib is like, yo, that's hot shit, man. That's hot shit.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that's
fine.
what cats do nowadays. They bite other
Yeah,
styles, and then they're like, "Yo, that's hot. That's hot." It's like, um, what's it called? Mimicking other people cuts off creativity. You don't get to find something that nobody's ever heard before and be like, okay, like it might sound crazy. I mean, like, okay, look at the Migos.
yeah, big time.
You remember when those
Those
guys
guys are all about
first
rhyme patterns.
when they first came out, and everybody's like, "Oh, the triplets."
Right.
Give it like 6 months, everybody was doing triplets.
You know what's funny? When I first heard 21 Savage's first album, I had it playing, and all my homeboys were just hating on it. Nowadays, it's all they listen to, like 21 Savage, Migos, and like not to toot my own horn, but I was just like kind of ahead of the wave with them. They just didn't feel it. But when it first dropped, all of this stuff when it first comes out, I think it's so dope. And then for some reason, there's just so many haters in my immediate friend group, and I just don't get it.
Now, one thing that like you're onto something here. Talking about haters. Haters can be an artist's best friend.
Right?
Because if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping.
No, that's big. That's
Because
really good
the way
advice.
the way that I believe, if you got yes men around you and they say yeah, 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 and they about to tell you that that shit right when it's not right, then like you better check your team if there ain't no nose around. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but it's
if
really
you
good to
don't
have
have
people.
anybody,
It's really good to have people around you who know how to give you the right direction. And when you got to know
yes,
who to keep around you to say when they say no enough and when they're saying yes at the right time. That's big.
yeah, exactly. You can't have people that are just always just yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah. Because then eventually it's like, well, what the fuck, like. Yeah, how do you find out people that are actually telling you the truth?
Yeah, no, you got to get that criticism. I think
Um, yep,
one of the best ways to deal with haters personally is just to
embrace them,
ignore them.
ignore them or embrace them.
Yeah, ignore them or embrace them. I
I
troll them
mean,
personally.
exactly right. I mean, throw them bones.
Yeah,
Like Snoop said this back in like '96 or something. He said controversy sells.
it does. Big time.
That's I don't want to say too much more on that because like it, I'm gonna let people figure it out for themselves. But controversy sells. Um, as long as it doesn't matter whether it's like yes man or people are hating on you,
You just gotta
they're
be
thinking
careful
about you.
because too much controversy brings, real dangerous people. And
Yep.
the most dangerous people are the people who aren't right mentally. They don't have the right
Yeah.
mind state, and they think everything you're doing is everything you're doing is serious.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the like tying that onto that is like it's also the people that don't say anything that you need to watch.
Yeah,
Like the ones that are always out there saying stuff and like always chirping off. Those ones you can read their plays by the cards that they're laying on the table. It's those
yeah,
fuckers that don't say anything and are very like precise when they say something. Those are the guys, me personally, I will look out for.
exactly. All right, man. Well, this episode is running a little bit longer than I usually like to keep them, so I'm gonna cut it short right about here. Is there anything else
All
you'd
right,
like to
bro.
bring up right now?
Um, so the last thing that I'm gonna say on that is so I heard there's some controversy with my cousin, and this is the last time I'm me personally, I'm gonna talk on it. If you've checked the BCUG, my cousin's got into some fucking shit, and he doesn't have like social media, so I have to do all the responding for him.
Right.
So I don't really care, right? Fucking people can say whatever.
You're talking about the
I
beef
guess
with Shane.
yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on this before we cut short.
Okay, so like I said, controversy sells. I talked to my cousin and said, "Yo, man, like, what are you gonna do?" He said, "Yo, I'll show you how I'm gonna get my in into this game." I said, "Okay," and then he came up with that, and it just somebody posted it up on BCUG the other day, and um, somebody even commented on it. They
Right.
said, "This guy has made one post, and look what happened." My cousin put one post, got me to put up one post there for him, and
And
look
yeah,
at the attention he got.
and look at
Uh,
all the engagement. See, but the thing
and
is,
even with that whole, And then my cousin is a fucking genius. So he was talking to Shane, and Shane actually put up all the screenshots. And
Right.
he's like, yo, man, you want me to pull up? Why don't you be an adult about it and make a song? Show me that you're about it. And she's like, no, I'm not doing that, blah, 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 blah. And then I go and talk to my friend Janine, Karma,
Right.
and Karma goes out and decides to put both of us on blast on BCUG and gets him to put out the first song. And I was talking to my cousin. He's like,
Well, you
yo,
see,
yo,
the thing is, he put out that song, and then there was no response, and that's huge in this community because it's
see
got to
that.
be, but it's got to be immediate. Like, I don't know if you were there for PJ let JML. JML came in and he dissed everybody, and he became a mod from just throwing diss tracks out with such consistency. It was crazy, and he was dropping bars. Killed it.
And you know, like I missed that. I came in after, I guess.
Yeah, yo, I bet your cousin was probably in jail when it happened.
Probably. So like I talked to him about that this week, right? Because he's like, yo, how do I get him to make a song? How do I get him to make a song? Janine orchestrated that so he would put out the first song on Wednesday. And I was like, yo, man, you got a deadline, dude. Like, for it, what's going on? He's like, yo, man, don't worry. You'll see what's going on. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're posting this shit through my account, man. Like, he's like, just wait on it. So he got Shane to actually put out the first one so he could sit back, ride that wave, and also clap back at him. Because he's like, I was like, why don't you make the first diss? He's like, well, if I do the first one, he can respond to it.
So, but
I'm
is he
like,
gonna
you're a
clap
crazy.
back? Where's the clap back?
I've heard it. I can't say anything. All he's told me that I can say is here, piggy, piggy.
Here, piggy, piggy, eh?
That's all I'm allowed to say about that.
Okay.
He said it's gonna be coming out this week. He apologizes because typical black people, they're always fucking late.
Christ. What a thing to say.
But like all I can say on that, he said, is here, piggy, piggy. Because I was like,
Okay.
I'm like, yo, I got this interview tonight with Lil Bucket. Like, let me say something. He's like, no. He's like, it's the art of war. We don't say anything about it. He's like, what you can say is here, piggy, piggy, and that's
All right.
it. And I was like,
all right.
But yeah, controversy sells.
Okay, well,
Hey,
yeah.
bro, it's been an honor.
Appreciate
Really
having you on.
appreciate that. I'll talk to my cousin because yeah, I know he was telling me, he's like, yo, man, get me on that. Like, I got him on. Have you heard of Urban Renewal Project?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I got him a show with them too. So he's trying to get more exposure. So I'll tell him to hit you up.
Big. All right, well, fuck.
Hey,
Thanks for
man,
coming on the show, dog.
No problem. It's an honor, man. Blessed. Have a good night, brother.